everybody, and welcome to another episode of the CEO Peak. And this is Dave Osh, and my guest today is Shannon Adkins, the CEO of Future State, the company consulting firm that helps corporations transform the vision into high-impact results or realize their future state. So, hi, Shannon.
Hi.
So, I understand you have global corporations as clients like Gentex, Cisco, Amgen, PayPal, and you are also a keynote speaker about entrepreneurship, first century leadership, and organizational transformation.
Absolutely. I think, reflecting on my career in preparation for this conversation, I was thinking about what's motivated me individually throughout my career. My undergraduate degree was as an English major at UC Santa Barbara, so I was really mostly committed to having fun and riding my horse on the beach, and that was that. And I think very early on, I was given more accountability than I really was qualified for. I think all of us were a bit underqualified for the jobs we were doing, and began to kind of thrive in environments where I felt like I was stepping outside of my comfort zone and working to accomplish something that maybe others would find impossible or to be an outrageous goal. That truly became sort of my own purpose and mission as it related to work, was to always be learning, always be growing, and always be contributing, sort of outside of what I might have expected for myself. When I became CEO of this company, we were at an inflection point. Again, our organization had been going through a pretty significant transformation, and I was taking the helm officially after having been here for several years driving that change. I was taking over as CEO. And one of the questions that our team members were always asking was, why do we need to grow, right? You're coming on, you're going to join the company as CEO. The goal is to double the revenue of the organization in the next 5 years. Why? Why grow? And so that really became my first job as CEO, was to be able to articulate and share with our team members what it is that we're creating and why it matters in a way that resonates and is meaningful to our team members. The first step was really understanding our organization is 100% employee owned. So I have a luxury as the CEO of an employee owned organization that I'm very clear about who my shareholders are and who I work for. I work for my team members. So if my team members are saying we're not so sure growth is right for us, I have to listen. And so for me, that became a matter of really understanding, the world doesn't necessarily need more management consulting companies, but the world does need more work environments that support mothers, that support working fathers, that support minorities, and support folks who are coming from a non-traditional background, in creating opportunities for wealth for people who may otherwise not be participating in that economic opportunity. And then the second place that I went was to our clients, and really said, so you have a choice every time you choose to do business with Future State, instead of, or in addition to, a KPMG or a Deloitte or a PwC, you're picking Future State. Why? Why are you selecting Future State? And what is it that we're doing that's unique and of value? And it turned out it was the same thing, right? Your team members are fully self-expressed, they're authentic, they seem like they really love their daily work. They don't go to bed at night until our issues are resolved. They're committed, accountable, and they're just fun. They're just interesting and fun people. So when I put those two pieces together and arrived at the conclusion that the kind of business that we're operating is a different kind of business, it's a different kind of consulting company that's human-centered and focused on producing better outcomes for people at work. Benefit corporations and B corporations are part of the fourth sector of the economy. So this is the notion that businesses exist for purpose beyond shareholder return. And in fact, you've probably heard of it as a triple bottom line sort of business. So we're looking at how we're doing financially, of course, because no margin, no mission. But we're also looking at how we're taking care of our community and our social impact. So this is our employer practices. This is everything from a fair living wage to flexible time. For us, unlimited PTO, allowing our team members to have volunteer personal projects that they have time to take care of themselves and their families and their community, and be a good contributing member of our team. And it's an independent third party that assesses us against a whole litany of criteria for best practice, and we have to get a baseline score in order to be certified as a B Corp. Future State's currently certified as a B Corp, and we're recognized as a best for the world company in how we work with our employee community. At least for myself as a CEO, having a commitment to social impact does not let me off the hook for performing at or above industry benchmarks in my business to the KPIs that you spoke about, right? I have to be a great CEO by all the traditional measures. The first step has to be that sort of that internal journey and that sort of exploration of why do you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Why do you read on the weekends? Why are you passionate about your business? Maybe it's because there's a financial opportunity for you as a CEO, but there's probably more to it as well. You believe in your product, you believe in the difference that you're making for your team members, and to really then be able to connect that to how you're prioritizing your organization strategy and how you're communicating with your team members. I think the second step is then to begin that inquiry process and connect with your team members and with your stakeholders, employees, and community and customers about what's unique about your business, what's unique about your vision, what's unique about the value you're providing, and to capture those stories that really resonate as differentiators and to find that purpose. For me, I have an ideology that we could be a democratically run enterprise, and really people want the CEO to make the decisions and tell them what's going to be.
It's a balance always, you know.
I mean, I think we all have probably heard about Simon Sinek's, talk on purpose. I do think as it relates to Simon Sinek, I really enjoyed The Leaders Eat Last. The opportunity to understand my own desire to serve and to put that in context of my role as a CEO, and to grapple a bit with my own sort of empathy-driven way of interacting with the world, and then also the need to lead. I think it was a very impactful book for me in terms of really getting clearer on what it looks like to be a CEO who still is of the mindset that I'm here to serve my team.
Shannon, thank you so much for being with us today. It was a great discussion.
Yes.
And thank you for watching another episode of the CEO Peak, and I look forward to see you in the next one.